UConn loses in a semi shootout, 31-24. A heartbreaker.
It's not a semi shootout. 31 points. Come on. Shootouts are like 50 to 50
right.
or,
That's why I said semi shootout. I didn't say full shootout. I said semi shootout.
What did you do to your hair? Your hair. Wow.
It looks amazing. I took my amazing. No, I took my hat off for a second.
It looks great though.
It does. I didn't. That means I didn't do anything with it though. So
no, it looks great. It looks great. This is our flagship program, Husky Huddle, and with the man himself, the next greatest influencer, who has 1 million subscribers on YouTube. I repeat that, 1 million subscribers on the Dave Schuman Sports and Entertainment YouTube channel. Smash that subscribe button, because guess what, ladies and gentlemen, we are going places. And the main reason why, Steve Cully joined the team.
Steve Cully joined the team. Exciting to have him.
That brought it all together.
That was the difference.
That's the only reason. That's the only reason. Yeah.
That helped us go from 999,999 to 1 million. The extra subscriber we needed that changed everything. Thank you, Steve. Thank you. Without that, it might have taken us at least month or two. Another month or two. Steve accelerated that shit for us.
Boy, do I have an influence. That's
why he's the man. That's why he is the greatest podcast host in the universe.
Yes, that's why he's in his parents' basement right now doing a podcast.
Isn't that where they all start? One of my favorite. Right. Jeff Bezos had Amazon on the wall written in Amazon.com when he first started his company in his basement, and it just said in writing Amazon.com. Yeah.
So. That's how all the great ones start. So, and with all the content you produce, I've seen a couple of your other shows, and I selfishly would like to be a part of them. Whenever you talk, because you talk about everything. So when you just go on and you're talking, it's always good to have someone to bounce ideas off of. And who better to provide feedback than myself, because you never know what you're going to get out of my mouth.
That's true. You never know.
You never know what's going to come out. So the unpredictability alone, is worth having me on. That's what I think. You can't pay for that.
Well,
it's all entertainment.
It's all entertainment. That's exactly right. It's all entertainment. It's great entertainment, So, but we should do that. That will.
I just saw you do some other shows, and I'd love to jump on when you do them, because anytime I get to be on with you, it just puts a smile on my face, and you make my day. I'm like a Make-A-Wish kid. And you just
it becomes an instant classic, like they have in like the instant classic things they have on ESPN. That's like
exactly. But we went to the Carrier Dome. Well, not the Carrier Dome, the J and whatever wireless dome it's called now.
Oh, it's not the Carrier Dome.
No, it got redone, and they actually. It looks amazing now.
Really.
Yeah, it was my second time there. I went for the high school game, and then the Syracuse game, and Laban Marsh met me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I took a picture. It's on my Facebook of Laban and I at the game, and my father. So we had a blast. Laban was losing his mind after the first series. Because they gave up the 2 big plays for the touchdown. He's like, what are the DBs looking at? How could they get burned so bad? Their eyes are in the backfield. They're not looking at the receiver. They're not getting out of their break fast enough. He was just getting so frustrated with it, because it really it came down to that first drive. UConn deferred, kicked off to Syracuse. 2 huge bombs, 2 big passes, touchdowns. It was a pass, and then the second pass to Gadsden, I believe, was the touchdown.
Gadsden
Two plays.
dominated.
Dude, I've never seen, like, he was a force to be reckoned with last year, but this year he creates such a matchup problem. And what drove me nuts was they didn't necessarily identify where he was on the field because they move him around a lot. And in my opinion, I'm not a defensive guy, but you got to have somebody over him. He can't get a free release every time. And, they were putting him kind of as a wing, and then they were splitting him out in trips. He was number 2 off the line. So, but there was never anyone on him to kind of, press him, redirect him, just something to disrupt his route, which was frustrating for me. Because other than him and number 7, I mean, that's what tore UConn apart. I think I have the stats right here. Number 7 was Jackson. Yeah, Jackson Meeks. Oh, okay, I was wrong. Jackson Meeks had 7 catches, 110 yards, average 15 yards a catch. Darren Gill, number 82. He's a little guy, but he's a speedster. He had 9 catches for 177 yards. And then Aronde Gadsden, the second, had 11 catches for 103 yards and a touchdown.
Well, it started with this, right? This was the start of it.
I'm going to have PTSD at the start of this.
That was the first play of the game, right?
That was the first play. Yeah. And then the second play was just a pass to Gadsden. But that
right there.
Yeah, but the so question
let's see what they're playing here. Let's go back. Let's go back to the first play.
Well, I think that it's zone. I think they're like Joe had said. Joe Villapiano said it was quarters. And you can kind of see that because, like, I don't know this. If you're playing man coverage, does the corner have their eyes in the backfield first, or are they looking directly at the receiver?
Directly at the receiver.
Okay. So then it was quarters.
If they're in man, they're looking directly at the receiver. It looks like zone.
Yeah, they were looking directly in the backfield to, I think, read, run, pass. But then, like, number 14, Laban despised him, and they took him out. And then I don't think he got back in again until the second half.
14 is beat here again. Even when they go to Gadsden, right? Look at the top.
I called him a rally killer. That's what my nickname was for 14.
Look at it. Look. He jumps. He's jumped.
Yeah, they ran a post corner.
Poco, correct. Poco.
Right? That's how I know it as. It's a Poco.
He's so beat. The other guy's got his guy covered. He just gets out athleted.
Yes. Okay. Yes.
Which we knew was going to be a problem, by the way.
Yes. They obviously.
Look how open the guy at the top is.
I know. There were guys running free all day.
It looks like cover 3 or cover 6.
Well, that's why it's tough to tell because of the safety depth.
Oh, Chadwick's a freshman. Chadwick's a freshman for you. You know that, right?
Yes.
Chadwick for UConn is a freshman. So that's, even though he's done very well, although, am I frozen?
Yes, you're frozen.
That's horrible. I'm frozen.
That's all right. You can.
I'll come out and come back in.
Yeah, you can come out and come back in.
All right.
And pause it if you need to. But yeah, I can keep talking. I can talk forever. So, hi, this is the Steve Cully Variety Show. I'm here for your pleasure and entertainment. And I was at the Syracuse game, and UConn looked, they had every opportunity to come back and win. There, you're back. That's what was frustrating was if it wasn't for that first drive and then the drive in the third quarter where they faked the punt on
I'll get to
4th
that.
and 1. But the key to Arande Gadsden is on the punt team. He's typically a wing. They moved him to part of the shield, like as one of the personal protectors. So right there should have been a dead giveaway that they may not be punting or something's coming. And that was that's what was disappointing because they ended up scoring a touchdown on that drive. And had we gotten the ball back, it's a different story. And then the end of the half, I was so frustrated because we had just scored a touchdown and there wasn't a lot of time left on the clock, and Syracuse marched down and kicked a field goal. So I mean that's a 10-point difference right there with the, actually more than that with the fake.
Well, we scored with 35 seconds left, right? They threw it to Hansen, maybe.
Yeah, but see, now this is the other thing that I was flipping out at, and my father yelled at me because I was literally yelling from our seats. I was yelling because we were getting first downs and the clock wasn't stopping. Doesn't the clock stop on every first down in college football?
Yes, until they reset it. Yes. Oh, now I know it's going to get serious. Now I know it's about to.
Dave, that last drive, we moved the ball down the field. The clock was not stopping on first downs. And I was losing my shit and I was screaming to the point my father was embarrassed and told me to shut up. And I said, "No, I'm not going to shut up." I said, "Mora." Like I'm in the third, I'm the third tier, but like anyone can hear me.
Oh, there's Courtney there. Oh,
Oh,
Courtney.
he did come back.
Oh, and he's probably been sitting there for 10 minutes.
Oh no, that's not Courtney. That's the other guy.
Who's that?
That's Tyler.
Oh, Tyler, we're ready for you.
Well,
Tyler,
is he not?
We're ready for you.
He's coming.
There he is.
He's coming. He's coming. He's the king.
Here's the fake punt. Hey, Tyler.
Hello, gentlemen. Hello.
Here's the fake punt.
Yes. So you can clearly see they moved Gadsden back, and now not only that, look how close he is to the line of scrimmage.
And his hands are up.
I was infuriated. Yes.
Although it looks like we are coming up here. It does look like we're coming up.
Oh, maybe we are. Fuck.
Yeah, we know it's coming.
Okay. Well, then we just got beat.
We know it's coming. We just got outmanned.
We recognized it. Okay. I didn't think we recognized it. All right.
They took our manhood here.
Yeah. Well,
look at the blocking. They took.
Yeah, I know. We're getting driven downfield. I know.
They took our manhood. How about that? Ain't that some shit? That's how you win the game.
I was there. I lost my shit after this.
Manhood. It was almost a touchdown. They ran wedge. I used to run this.
Yeah. Yep.
I used to run this with a high school team I coached. Literally wedge.
It really was just a wedge. See, I couldn't tell if it was like a G scheme or a cross block or anything.
It's wedge. Yeah, it's wedge, dude. It's wedge.
So it's just snap, and then everyone steps inside and blocks.
Everyone steps inside. Yep.
God. Oh my God.
Yep. It's wedge, dude.
See, that was the one. If we had gotten the stop there.
Oh, thanks for letting me in finally.
You're in, Tyler. Turn your camera on.
It is on.
Oh, that's all right. We don't need to see you. We just
you
need
can't
to.
see, you can't. No, my camera's on. You can't see me.
No, we can't see you.
No,
We can't
we
see you.
can't see you.
That's
Hold on.
fine.
I can see me. Hold on.
Can you see us?
Yes, I can see you.
Okay, that's fine.
You can't see me.
No, we can hear you just fine. That's fine. Just you're a talking head. That's all we need. You're a talking head. Did you get a chance to watch the game?
Not really. I pay
Did you see?
attention through social media
Yeah.
and a little
Oh,
bit
there
on the
you are.
radio. Sounds like they got. You still can't see me, by the way.
Yeah, I got you now. Yeah, we got you now.
All right, good. This game was just one. They just let this game get away from them. I think it looked like they just really weren't well prepared for this game. Looks like they've been kind of reading some of their own hype. They thought. I think they kind of went into this game thinking they'd be able to slug it out and win it in the fourth quarter. And Syracuse just took it to them and ran away with it from the get go.
I mean, they were close to winning it in the fourth quarter. My issue was they had to use 2 timeouts that were unnecessary because the drive that they scored on, the clock was not stopping after first downs. And had the clock stopped when they got those first downs, they would have saved a timeout or two.
Why wasn't the clock stopping?
I have no idea, Tyler. I was screaming in my seat. I was screaming.
Why didn't more? Well, that seems like something Morris should have.
That's what I said. I was yelling. I know, obviously, I was so far away nobody could hear me, but I was still screaming my face off that Mora, what are you doing? The clock is still running. I was screaming at the refs, and I was just furious. I'm like, stop the fucking clock! Stop the clock! Stop the clock!
Because I do want to show you that they watch our show. I'm going to show you.
No,
in a second.
I know they watch our show. I know they watch our show.
Wait, who
okay,
watched our show?
I don't care what anyone says. They watch our show because I'm
they do
right now.
The UConn players, they watch our show. The UConn players watch our show.
I don't blame them. I mean, I'm on it.
Coaches might be watching the show. Watch who they line up in here. Ready? Oh, offset eye.
I know that's what you wanted. Yep, they ran the pistol.
Dave,
the
it was
offset
definitely
eye.
you that made the offset eye happen. But I do agree with you. They'd run that offset eye more. But it's definitely you.
Here it is. Here's the goat to the house right here.
I'm not getting any visuals right now.
And they scored on a naked, which is
that's what Steve's called for.
All I've asked for. So the offensive coordinator is watching.
Either they're watching or they have.
If the defensive coordinator is watching, man, I don't know why you're not running a 3-man dog with both outside backers and one of the DBs or linebackers and sending your ends outside contain, bringing the 2 outside backers under for more pressure because.
Oh, you want the ends to rush wide and the 2 outside backers to loop in and rush.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, Tyler. Every time they brought pressure, they got burned, man. Syracuse picked it up.
That's why I need to run that pressure and run the 6-man. That's why I said the 6-man dog. So they have 5 guys in coverage.
Yeah.
I don't know why they're not running that 6-man dog. And I just want to see them on defense with this scheme they're running. Run that 6-man dog and switch the container responsibility every now and then between the ends and the outside backers.
Outside backers, yes.
Exactly. And just mix that up and bring an extra guy up the middle. I don't know why they're not doing that more. You have 5 DBs in coverage, and it lends itself to that defensive scheme. I don't know why they haven't been running that. I just haven't seen it.
Yeah. I mean, he brought pressure several times, but he brings it from distance, and a lot of times it doesn't get there.
I'm sorry. I mean, you can run several delay blitzes with this scheme, but you need to bring edge pressure with this scheme. You have your end You need
Get
that edge
right on the
pressure.
line and outnumber them.
Well,
Get
Dave,
right on the line and
Dave,
outnumber them.
Dave, what did I just say? 6-man dogs. Run those 6-man dogs. Like the inside pressure, swap it between one of the inside backers and one of the DBs. And as far as the outside pressure goes, switch it between the outside backers and the ends. Have the ends keep contained one play,
I
rush the
agree.
inside backers inside, or vice versa. Like
You're
switch it
basically
up.
talking about saw blitz, the salmon will off the edge. What I used to call saw switch,
But
where
like,
the salmon
yeah,
will come inside and the ends go outside.
exactly. Saw switch. So you
Yeah.
switch that contain responsibility, but
Yes.
also run like a heavy variation call, saw regular or whatever you would call it. So the end keeps contained. You gotta switch it up because the same guys keep contained every single time. The offense, if the quarter is any good, he'll get wise to it and exploit it. But I didn't see him switching contain responsibilities at all.
Yeah, Tyler, they blitzed, like every time they blitzed, they got gashed. That's why I think he kind of got away from it, because we brought 5 and 6-man pressures. Syracuse picked it up, and McCord had time to throw, and we don't have the coverage guys to stay in coverage that long.
But I mean, I just don't get why they can't run 3 deep with 2 under.
I agree.
Yeah.
I fully agree.
Like,
I would have.
run that Sam Will and run that Sam Will game, that Saw game with the ends. Like, obviously switch up contain and pressure responsibilities and run a 3 over 2 under coverage. I mean,
The problem is they ran 3 over 2 under. When they ran it, they still got over the top on them. So
yeah, that's what I was going to ask you, Dave. If you know Kyle McCord passed for 400 and something yards,
yeah.
if you know that they are going to gash you in the passing game,
Yeah,
wouldn't you rush 3 and just drop 8 and just try to cover? Because that's what I was thinking. I was getting to the point where just rush 3, drop 8, see what happens.
they would have been better off in their version of cover 3 or cover 6, whatever whether you're rolling a guy down or however they're getting 3 men deep.
Yeah.
They to me need a much better scheme underneath if they're going to cover wise, because the problem is it looks to me like their corners are trying to play underneath and play cover deep at the same time, and we're not good enough for that.
Well,
like reading, it looks like they're reading maybe number 2 receiver, and if you show shallow, they're running deep over the top.
Laban
it's one of those things where they have to. We're not good enough against a team like this.
No,
have our guys play a match, cover it. We're not good enough in a match.
Match, absolutely. No,
we can't match.
Dave, you need to wear a different color sweatshirt.
You want Dave to wear a different color sweatshirt?
No, he's faded into the background. He's a different color sweatshirt.
Oh, yeah.
I like the sweatshirt.
No, I love the sweatshirt, but like every time he does this, every time he does that,
I have no arms. Look at this.
Yeah, the virtual background. Yes.
Look at that. And then they have arms again, and then they're gone.
Tyler, what do you think of my background?
I think it's much improved. All the people that watch it, aka all my friends and family, will actually appreciate that because they all commented on your grandma's fine china that was sitting behind you before. See, that's much better. The Steve Cully Letterman frame, I love it. I have a similar one in my residence as well.
Yeah, we all yeah. My friend came over. He gave me a camera, so I have a virtual camera now, and he set up the background because he couldn't stand the look of
you have a good smart friend.
He said you can't have in the background of your podcast your mother's china for Thanksgiving. Yeah. Exactly. I said okay.
That's who said it? No one else said that, Steve? My mom. My mom said that.
Oh, that's great. Everyone
So I was like,
noticed.
oh, I love the podcast, but why did Steve sit behind his grandmother's china?
I changed my background for you. Now there's white, and so now
Yes.
if my white,
Okay. Thank you,
It,
Dave.
it blends in.
You're the man, Dave.
This was my 2012 team that went to played in it's not called Giant Stadium anymore, whatever it's called now.
MetLife Stadium.
MetLife Stadium. There you go.
Oh.
MetLife Stadium, and we used to have we used to bring out the green flag, which meant go. So because originally when I first got there, we were horrible, and then we turned it all around and became great. But we had so we used to go on a green flag, and everyone used to complain. Why do we go out with a green flag? I said that means go. Green means go, man.
Yeah, green means go. Absolutely. So yeah, I mean, you look at the stats. Joe Figiano had 140 yards passing going into the fourth quarter. He finished 27 of 48 for 228 yards and 2 touchdowns.
I'd say he established himself at least. I think the point in the fourth quarter established him as the unquestioned starter now.
Well,
100%. I agree with you. 100%.
They threw the ball in the fourth quarter. I mean, they came out throwing, and
look what happened. They opened the offense up a little bit. They started moving the ball.
Yeah, they did. They did. Early on, he was all over the place. He missed on a ton of throws.
I don't care if he misses early. Here's my thing with him, dude. I think now that he's starting, if they keep him as a starter, he is going to get better.
Well, he's only got 1 game left.
Well, he's got 2. Bowl game, right?
What? Oh, the bowl game, right? Correct. Yes.
So he'll play better in the next game, and then he'll play better in the bowl game. And then we could go work on the younger guy in the season.
On Nick. Correct. Correct. But Skylar Bell had 10 catches, 113 yards. There was a targeting penalty that they picked up, which I can't believe. It was clearly targeting. I thought they were reviewing it to see if the player was going to be ejected. They reviewed it and then picked up the flag. So had we gotten that would have been huge. And Sheffield also had 10 catches. So that was good. And then Hansen scored a touchdown on the play action or the naked I was talking about that I love. So those were the 2 touchdowns. And then the only thing I didn't like, we ran the ball 17 times the entire game. Darrell Robinson, the leading rusher on the team, only had 3 carries. So I don't know if he was injured or what. But
Cam was 8 for 87.
Yes, Cam was. Mel was 5 for 41, but Robinson, I don't know why he didn't start or he wasn't used as much as a running back. He didn't get
behind. You're going to throw when you're behind, right?
Yep.
That's part of it.
They were behind 10-0 early. And then I think they came back. It was 21-14 at halftime. And then they both kicked field goals in the third quarter. And Syracuse, they both scored touchdowns, and we lost by 7. But it was that first quarter touchdown, the fake punt, and then that field goal in the third quarter. I don't think would have happened, obviously, if they had not executed the fake punt.
Yeah.
So, but we're right there.
We're there.
We're right on the cusp of being a very good team. Kyle McCord averaged 10 yards per completion. He threw 470 yards and 2 touchdowns. But, we stopped the run. They ran the ball 30 times for 76 yards. So you can't be disappointed with that. It's just the passing game that killed us. And that's why I firmly believe that we should have stopped trying to bring 4 or 5 guys. Just rush 3, drop 8. Drop 8.
Yeah, Steve,
have 2 safeties deep and play coverage.
Steve, the problem with that is they don't have personnel to stick in coverage. That's the problem.
Well, that's why I'd want more people in coverage, because we don't have the personnel to stick in coverage. Maybe if we drop 8 and have 8 men in coverage, maybe we can cover their 4 wide receivers or three guys out in the route.
But I mean, we'll totally negate the pass rush, which is
yes,
the
yes,
2 bright spots of the defense.
Yeah. I mean, we I think we had 2 sacks. I gotta check, but I mean, we did rush the passer okay. No, we had 1 sack. We did get some pressure on him. He scrambled very well and did a nice job. But secondary wise, we are just deficient, unfortunately. We're just deficient, unfortunately. But I mean, we didn't turn the ball over, which is good. We knew we needed that to happen. We knew that we could not get into a shootout. And we needed this win. It would have been a great win against a winning ACC opponent that could have springboarded us and helped us into a conference. But we're 1-3 anytime we play away.
But we were competitive.
No, we were very competitive. We were never out of this game. Our kids play with toughness. Our kids play with grit. They never get down on themselves. They never quit, and they play as hard as they possibly can. Like we get everything we can out of these guys.
Yeah.
The only thing I think is that we start slow.
Agreed.
Yes.
Would you agree, Tyler, that we start slow? That's the thing.
I mean,
why is that? Why do you think that is?
Every time I've watched them play this year, that's been a major issue, that they do start slow.
Dave, we just seem to come alive in the second half. We're more of a second half team. I think that whatever the play calling is for the first half, whatever our OC scripts, I don't know that it's been effective. Every team tries to script the first 15 to 20 plays and stay on schedule. I hate it too. I hate it too. And I was getting angry because I was looking down and I saw our offensive coordinator. He's on the other end of the field, and he's got a play sheet the size of a Denny's menu. It's just huge. It's this huge laminated thing. I'm like, stop looking at this fucking menu and just call the game. You got to call it by feel. And, I've been an offensive coordinator a few times. And when I had tried to script and call plays off a script, I sucked.
Yep. Me too.
When I threw it away and just called it by feel and by what I was seeing, I would call a much better game. Yep. And that's what I think would help them. But no, listen, they get every drop of energy and talent out of the kids. I mean, they're playing as good as they can play. It's, it's a game of inches. It's a game of situations. And if you don't rise to the occasion in those situations to make plays, that's what gets you beat.
There's no doubt.
We look at, Steve, when we look at a lack of playmakers on the defense end,
man, I think it was a bad matchup all around defensively. I don't know schematically what game plan we had. I think they came in and tried to disguise the pressure. They came in to try to blitz him and get him rattled. But when you have Oronde Gadsden,
I mean,
you don't have a choice.
One thing I see And I'm gonna sound like a little timer here, which I am now. I don't see there's no leaders in the units as far as I mean, I don't really see an emotional leader. I don't see a playmaking leader. Like
Well,
Elon,
defense there
I
is.
see a guy. I don't see a guy like the way I was when I played, the way Louis was when he played. I forget who was the D tackle that wore 52. Wore not. I forget his name. But during their second bowl run, they went to like 2 or 3 bowl games. Number 52 D tackle. I forget his name. I'm
Not
pretty
Dion McPhee.
not Dion. He was number
Oh,
52. He was a large D tackle. He was just like a playmaker. Everyone fed off him. He was an emotional leader
okay.
as well.
Not Cody Brown. No.
Yeah, it might have been Cody Brown.
Okay.
Might have
Yeah,
been
that would.
no, and Cody Brown is another guy I would bring in. Or going back, look at a guy like Maurice Lloyd or Alfred Fincher, or a guy like Justin. There's no playmaker and there's no emotional leader on that defense to really set the tone. I think that's a real issue.
Well, there is. Jaden McDonald is the guy who's the emotional leader and the playmaker on defense. He's their best guy on defense. He's played hurt the whole year. His shoulder gets separated and he gets hurt. They put it back into place and he comes right back in. I mean, he had 12 tackles, he had a sack, he had a TFL.
Okay.
You can't get much better than that.
And okay,
Um,
then what I'll say to that is, well, if they only got one guy, I think it's been shown throughout the
correct.
history of both UConn football and college football, when you get to that higher level, you need more than one guy making plays out there.
Absolutely.
You need more
Absolutely.
dudes. We don't. I think this game. Honestly, I think they played pretty well. Just seeing
They
some
did.
of the stuff, and yeah, there's definitely schematically there's some things they could have done. But overall, when I see like what Gadsden did, and when I see the other receiver did, it just looked like their dudes were a little bit more athletic in
Yeah,
the
they're
passing game
yeah.
than our dudes, and
Yeah,
and and
we
that
don't match up with
that
that.
was enough. That was enough in this game to be and the quarterback was obviously an elite quarterback. So you got an elite quarterback with a couple of dudes that are a little more athletic than our dudes, a little bit faster than our dudes, and you have a loss that's a 7-point loss
Yeah.
that could be a win. But I think we're a few guys
We're right there.
away
Yeah.
from being. I think we can pull off upsets against these kind of teams right now, but we're a few guys away from being able to be consistently better than those kind of teams where it matters. You know that I think Moore is a very good coach and a motivator. I think it could have more of an effect. But we're a few dudes away from that.
I can see that.
No,
I
exactly.
would agree with that. A couple dudes away. They need to make a splash recruiting this year. I'd say especially on the defensive side and a couple playmakers on offense. You see a big difference.
Well, the good part is, they'll have Skylar Bell back. All three running backs, I believe, are back. If they can get Nick Evers on track, I think he'll be fine.
We're much better, yeah.
The offensive line is very good. The tight end position, I think, is very good.
It's corner and safety.
Their secondary. If you're playing the 3-3-5, you need 5 athletes out there who can cover. You need a
2
lockdown corner.
bullets. Yeah, you need 2 bullets or at least one guy who could completely take away a side.
Yeah.
That would make a big difference. If we can't get 2 bullets, at least get 1 bullet in there. The guy could absolutely fly cover that that could at least take away a side, because that would make a big difference, especially in the blitzing game that they want to run.
Yeah.
You need to be able to take away a side. If you can't take away a side, where you they're going to go the other way, you can roll that safety over top. He has a chance to make a play. You could support the corner that's not quite as good, but the one guy who takes away a side, forget it, it's lights out.
Yeah, if that's a thing. If you have a good boundary corner, you can put him there to that side and he'll lock it down. And then you can focus your energy to the field. I think that if they're able to get a lockdown corner, they have the top quarterback from the state of Virginia coming in as a freshman. If they don't lose anyone in the portal and make some good moves in the portal, then I think with next year's schedule, we can obviously make a splash. And finishing 8-4 this year, we have UMass at UMass. I think that's above and beyond what anyone expected. We were projected two to three win team, or from all the pundits, as they say. We were a 2 to 3 win team. We ended up winning 8. Now, granted, we didn't play anyone ridiculously difficult, but we've beaten a couple winning teams. Buffalo being one of them. But I think if we go into UMass, we get that. You go into the bowl game, whoever we play, we get that. You're looking at a 9-3 team. And a 9-3 season, that is something to be proud of, because this is a program that rose like a phoenix from the ashes from where we were just a couple years ago.
Fair.
And that's why I think it's so critical, that we got to put it on UMass. We got to dominate. Joe, he was just, man, I don't know what it is with him in the first half. He just fires bullets when he should be throwing touch passes. And his accuracy is just off. If they can just settle him down and get him to play in the second half, like, in the first half, then, you'd see a lot more scoring and you'd see more offense. But the running game, I know they were down 10 points. They may have been down to 2 touchdowns at one point, but they should not have given up on the run game. That's the only thing that
I was actually I was looking for a place to cut in on that and use games to receive. The fact that the running backs both had such a strong game, they got completely away from the running game, is just such a damning testament to the coaching staff. I mean,
I didn't get it. Yeah.
In the game, like they were running the ball very, very well. Their rush per attempt was way up there. I just don't see why they get away.
Well, it was a lot of it was because of the touchdown Cam Edwards had. He had the 71-yard touchdown run. So that kind of skewed it a little bit, but 17 carries is not enough. Joe Figliano attempting 48 passes is too much. They're normally a pretty balanced team. I would have liked to have seen, like, Syracuse had 30 rushing attempts. Now, Syracuse also had a much higher time of possession. They ran a lot more plays. So that also plays into it. But I would have liked to have seen us run the ball more.
I hear what you're saying, but I mean, we're looking at, like, Mel Brown had 5 rushes for 41 yards.
No, I agree, Tyler. I am 100% on board with you. I don't know why, like, if we got a 4-yard gain, then we would just start chucking it. And then we'd end up punting. I think that we should have kept working to establish the run, because we have a 3-headed monster. We have, that's the top group on offense is our running backs. Those are the guys you have to lean on, you have to rely on. Yeah. Cam Edwards, Mel Brown, Darrell Robinson, they run angry. They run through people, they run over people, they run around people, and they have speed.
But with Darrell Robinson, 3 carries for 3 yards isn't going to get the job done.
Well, that's what I was thinking. Like, Dave, I think he either was injured, maybe suspended for a quarter, like because he didn't get in until the late second quarter.
Dave,
Right, Dave?
Did Dave fall asleep?
Yeah, I think Dave fell asleep.
Dave, wake up!
No, it's fine. This is the Steve Cully show.
Dave!
So Steve Cully thinks that we need to run the ball more, and
I can't agree with you, Steve Cully. What does Dave Schuman think?
Dave Schuman fell asleep on this podcast. So that's great. That's great.
I mean,
that's gonna be a great reel. I'm gonna post this everywhere.
Fall asleep on a podcast. It's been a little alcohol induced. So I mean, I don't know, Dave.
Yeah. Yes.
Dave, I'll bring it.
Okay, let him go. That's fine. Let him go. And Tyler, we got to try to get our your show in because the PFL finals are this weekend, and I know it's Thanksgiving. So if you have time, you just tell me when you have time to do it.
I'm traveling tomorrow, so maybe tomorrow during the day.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
Where are you going tomorrow?
I might be doing it from Oklahoma, so we'll see.
What the hell are you going to Oklahoma for?
That's where my family lives. Remember, Steve?
I didn't remember that. Who the fuck's from Oklahoma?
My dad's side of the family.
Oh, I didn't know that. I had no idea. No, I didn't, or I wasn't paying attention.
You just forgot. It's okay.
What? No, Dave had been.
At least you didn't fall asleep on the show.
Dave had asked me before. Was your dad a linebacker or defensive lineman?
He was a linebacker in the
that's what I said. I said he was.
He played D&D linebacker in college, but in the league he was an outside backer.
That's right. That's what I told Dave. I was right about that. But I'm just curious. I'm just curious to see what the. I'm just curious to see what our spread is against UMass, just to see what they have for us.
I mean, I would think it's somewhere in the +10 to +14 range, but
because UMass is just a disaster. Not okay.
What's the line?
We're +10.5.
Okay.
How long are you staying in Oklahoma?
I will be there tomorrow night, and I'll be there until Saturday.
Okay, so. You will be. Okay. All right, because I was thinking of going to the UMass game, but I didn't know if you were going to be home or not.
Yeah.
You would want to go.
Yeah, I think I get home late Saturday.
Okay. But I'm just going to take a quick look at UMass and what they've done. I know that obviously that this is their last year as an independent, and they are going into the MAC. They fired their coach, so
back.
Yeah, they're going back into the MAC.
A nice bastion of mediocrity.
Yeah, I mean, UMass going Division I FBS, I thought was a good idea because they had gone to they won the national championship in '98.
Argument holds water, Steve, but no matter what, as far as college football goes, they'll always be second fiddle to Boston College here.
Yes.
I think good on them, but I think it's a bit of a futile move. I don't see that. I don't see that program generating revenue.
No, they don't. They really should drop back down, and I know that's been discussed.
I mean, UConn's attendance has been a bit of an issue past couple seasons, but they have a lot more potential as far as popularity generating revenue as opposed to the University of Massachusetts.
Well, we've shown that we can do it. We can, fill the stands. I mean, we had years of sellouts. Consistently when we were, when the stadium opened and when we were.
We had charismatic stars.
Yeah, absolutely.
Dave, you're back. Dave's back.
Is he back?
Dave's back.
He knocked me out.
Yeah, we knocked him out. But yeah, UMass they're pretty bad too. Their quarterback has 8 touchdowns to 6 interceptions. He's thrown for 1,500 yards. They have
world on fire.
Well, they run the ball similar to like us. They have 1,700 yards, almost 1,800 yards rushing as a team. They have 3 running backs over 300 yards. Their top running back has 500 yards. So, offensively, they're obviously pretty deficient. They're similar to us in the passing game. They have one decent receiver who has 45 catches for 771 yards and 5 touchdowns, which is kind of like, us with Skylar Bell. So, and they're only, they beat Central Connecticut State, who is FCS, and they beat Wagner, who is FCS. They've played Mississippi State, got smoked. They almost beat Liberty. They lost to Liberty 35-34, and they lost to Georgia 59-21. So it's a game that, we need to go in. And
University of Georgia?
Yeah, the University of Georgia. We need to go. They lost to Eastern Michigan, their first game, which is, freaking Eastern Michigan. They lost to Buffalo.
I lost once Eastern Michigan, so
we lost to Eastern Michigan once in 2001, I believe. I'm trying to look. Yeah, Buffalo is 7-4. So Buffalo is the winning team that we have beaten. Everyone else is not. But again, it doesn't, you don't pick who you play. So whoever was on our schedule, we showed up with and we beat. So I think we get this 8-4 puts us in contention for a much better bowl game and a chance to raise more money for Bleeding Blue for Good.
What's that?
Dave, stay with us.
He's with us.
You. I had my 3-minute nap. I'm back.
He is. Dave, I know your sister works at the other.
My eyes are thin. I'm 20% Polynesian.
Oh, hell yeah.
So
I don't know if I told you this or not, Dave. I had Audra Pittman on. She was a track girl. Yes, I did tell you. She wanted me to say hi. She likes you a lot. But I think that as long as we get a decent bowl that's not too early and it's not like the day after Christmas, I think that, that's something I would definitely go to and we would travel well to.
What bowl do you think that we could get in?
I don't know. I got to check the ESPN has the bowl.
I'm curious what
ESPN does the bowl projections.
Oh, they do. What matchup we would possibly be? I'm curious.
I'm gonna check and see what they have for the bowl predictions for
the Meineke Car Bowl or the.
Well, no. We're gonna end up replacing. I don't know what conference it would be. We would replace a conference team that does not have enough bowl eligible teams.
Okay.
So that's what I'm going to look at right now. I don't know who that would be.
Probably one of the MAC teams.
You think a MAC team? Or
no, I don't know how many. I don't know how many MAC bowls there are. Oh, it's not giving me it. Let me try something else.
I'll tell you, Tyler, it's funny. This is my 3rd podcast already of the day. I think I have 2 more to go when we get to right. So we have or is there no sports money line tonight?
No, there is.
And
There
then
is.
and tonight is also Rebel Republic, right?
Rebel Republic. Everyone's pumped for it.
I'm gonna need like Vaseline for my ass for sitting on the chair so long.
That's okay. I'll get you some. I'll get you some KY, whatever you need. Whatever you need. I mean, Dave, you can't help being a hit. I mean, people love you. People want to see you.
It's great. I went from having at one time being a single man with pretty girls wanting to being a fan of me to now I have grown adult men that like me on podcasts. I really made it in life. I really hit the jackpot.
Yeah, so we
and I think Tyler's now resting.
No, I was actually looking at ball projections right now.
Can you find it? Have you found anything?
USA Today has UConn projected to play Arkansas State.
Yes, I saw that, and then I saw Georgia Southern is another one.
We played Georgia Southern, correct?
We lost to Georgia Southern in the playoffs in 1998. Yes,
that's right. That was Shane's team, right?
Oh no, we played Georgia State this year. We played Georgia State. Okay.
Yeah, we played Georgia State this year. Yes. So I'm looking here again, just trying to see. Yeah, it doesn't list. Yeah, it doesn't list us. So on the site I'm looking at.
We're definitely going to get in a bowl, right? If we win next week.
Yeah, there's 10 million of them. Yes. Okay. Yes. We're definitely going to a bowl. It's just a question of where and when. Okay, so it does have Notre Dame and UConn is the independent bowl eligible teams. It's just a matter of where. Like Burton said, like he wants to go to Florida, and he wants it to either be obviously before Christmas or not the day after Christmas.
Right now, College Ball News has projected for the Myrtle Beach Bowl in South Carolina.
Yes.
East Carolina on December 23rd.
That's not bad.
Yeah, Burton mentioned that. He mentioned the Myrtle Beach Bowl.
That's not bad.
No, that'd be great.
I get out for that.
I've been to Myrtle Beach a lot.
I love Myrtle Beach. I would love to go to that bowl. Yeah, another one. I mean, has Syracuse versus East Carolina in the Military Bowl.
Man, January 23rd. I'm actually supposed to be in North Carolina on the 23rd.
What are you going to North Carolina for, Dave? You got a camp or?
Oh, my mother lives down there, so.
Oh, I got you. Okay, but yeah, I think it's going to be. There's a Myrtle Beach Bowl. There's a Florida Bowl. I think maybe it's the First Responders Bowl.
Cool.
That I think that we have a good shot at getting into. Because we're going to travel well. I think because
have we ever played the Blue Turf in Boise?
No, we don't want to. That's the one we don't want to go to.
Nobody wants that one.
Ever did.
Dave, do you want to go to Boise, Idaho?
No,
but I wouldn't mind living in Idaho.
You would live in Idaho?
I want to live somewhere one day where
there's no people, there's no taxes, and your dollar goes far.
Tyler, you're the man. Exactly right.
Dave, don't ever tell him that. You can't tell Tyler that. That just goes straight to his head. You can't tell
Tyler on the same page. I mean,
I know you.
It's funny because obviously we went to school at different times, and we didn't meet until obviously through you, but we're on the same page.
Oh yeah.
Dave, Tyler is one of a kind. That's all I can say. There's only one Tyler King. Hey, Tyler, did any of your guys fight over?
Everybody great is that everybody's their own person,
We're pretty much off
until January, right?
Until January, yeah.
Okay.
I'm still waiting for people to get the cramp out of their running hand. But hey, get the cramp out of the running hand, maybe sign a contract. But
Yeah, I know. I hear you.
I mean, some guys just want to confront me and not accept it when it's on the table. So I mean,
No, I know that. I can't imagine how frustrating that is.
it sucks for those guys because they have like a thing for me for some reason. They
I have
have
a thing for you. I mean, what can I say?
they have weird patterns where they do nothing but date obese redheads. I mean, it's sad. Like it's just
Did you just say date obese redheads?
these guys got patterns both in their fighting styles and their dating styles.
I've never hooked up with an obese redhead.
Well,
I wonder if that's. I'm
I
not a ginger fan. I don't like the gingers.
apparently
I like the gingers.
apparently big ugly hairy dudes that can't fight like obese redheads. The thing, I
Dave,
guess.
you like the gingers?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't marry a ginger, but I mean, I
No,
didn't
I
mind.
mean I don't like the pale, the freckles, all that.
I always thought it was a nice change of pace.
I got more of a problem with you. I got more of a problem. I got more of a problem with the obesity, but I mean that's just me.
The obesity. That's true. That's true.
I could get myself in trouble right now, but I didn't mind a change of pace.
Yeah. We all didn't mind a change of pace. Dave, do you think tonight were you good to start at like 8 or 8:30? I didn't know if you had anything.
I think I'm good. I don't think we have anything tonight, amazingly.
Okay. All right. I'll call Frank and I'll confirm the start time. And we'll we do Money Line and Rebel Republic tonight.
I know. Does that mean I'm not invited?
Rebel Republic, you know it's going to be the topic tonight?
Oh, I know it's going to be a topic tonight. There's a lot to talk.
What you know what it is? What do you think it is?
Is it the AG that he hired?
No, I like the AG he hired, but
my dad does too. Yeah.
January 6th videos have been come out.
Really?
That shows a lot of it was really a fraud.
Yeah.
That it wasn't, what they said it was.
You're kidding me.
We already knew that though.
Which we already knew. Me and Tyler knew that, but there are the people who, the people who want to believe the worst.
The insurrection that he got impeached for? You're telling me it was all a fraud?
Well, find it on the internet. The videos are out.
Okay.
We already knew that. We already knew that. We already knew it was a fraud.
Well, I didn't know it was a fraud. I knew it was overblown. I didn't know it was an actual fraud.
All
right. So
aren't the two isn't that almost the same thing?
Yeah, it is.
If it's overblown, isn't that a fraud?
Yeah.
Yes. I will call Frank and I will get that set up.
He will be excited. I'm sure he's excited.
He's all fired up. He believe me, he's been chomping at the bit. I was trying to get my dad to come on because my dad now likes it, and he wanted to talk about the AG because he was very he liked the initial guy, but he likes the person that they brought in better.
Yeah.
So I think it'll be fun.
Matt Gates is just underqualified. He had too many pending issues.
Yes.
At this point, number one. Number two, he's only been a practicing lawyer for 3 years. So it doesn't really make sense.
Oh, I didn't know that.
It doesn't make sense to make the top lawyer in the country a guy that's only been practicing for 3 years.
Yeah, that's what I said. I said, Dad, you should go be the AG. Go do that.
A friend of mine who's a corporate attorney is the one who brought that to my attention. I didn't know he only been practicing as a litigator for 3 years. That really changes.
Yeah.
That's a great point, Tyler. Great point.
I liked it politically. From a political standpoint, I liked it. But like I said, he's only been litigating for 3 years, number one. Number two, with the whatever the outcome of his pending legal investigations are, it's a bad look. So I mean, it was good that true.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, and he withdrew himself, right? So
yeah, he did.
I think I think that was good on him to withdraw himself.
I agree, Dave, but let's be honest. We all know we got nudged a little bit.
Of course he did. Of course he did.
All right. So we will have a preview if everyone's available Friday. We'll talk about that. But tonight we got Moneyline and Rebel Republic, which is becoming our flagship show, apparently. We're
yes, amazingly, right? Is that shocking? It is shocking.
It is the only conservative political show in central Massachusetts. I have yet to show you the comments. We have comments from all the way from Lee, Massachusetts, out to Boston.
Any good? Any good comments?
Yeah, great comments, great questions. Like if I wrote them all down and put them up and had you guys answer them, it's unbelievable. They're not. I mean, they don't like us, but it's great.
They don't like us.
Western Mass. There's dragons there. There'd be dragons in Lee, Massachusetts.
I'm telling you, we get questions from Lee. We get questions from Sturbridge. We obviously get Worcester. Then we get Brookline, Mass, Boston. I mean, and then now we're getting Connecticut questions because of the UConn thing. We got questions from Hartford. We got questions from New Haven. We got questions from Stamford. Like this, it's not.
Does anyone agree with us?
Yeah, the Connecticut people do.
Oh, really? Okay.
It's not, obviously it's not just a local radio thing anymore because of Dave's YouTube channel. And he shows it on Twitter. Now, there were 3 questions from Michigan that came in. 3 people from Michigan commented and questioned. And then there was 1 person from South Carolina. And then I think we had 2 from Nebraska. That's how far you reach right now. Like, I don't, this show, I don't know what it is.
So they message the radio station?
No. They send it to me. I get it sent to me.
Oh.
Yeah. It goes from Ernie to me. And then
that's pretty cool. But I'm saying like it's from the radio. They're going to the radio. That's cool. Because I put 97.9 Unity Radio, but tell Ernie FedEx to cash.
Yeah, I got to check. I got to bring it to Frank. Tonight. I have a check from them that that I can give for you guys.
Oh yeah.
But that's the show. We got to get
Unity.
We got to get a sponsor for it. We got to find a big sponsor. And that's why I was wondering, like,
get a gun company. Get a gun. How about a gun company?
Well, there's no Republican.
A chaw company. A beef jerky company. Trucks.
Wouldn't the Republican, the RNC or something,
Steve,
sponsor it?
Steve, reach out to Sig Sauer.
Who?
Sig Sauer.
I don't know who that is.
Sig Sauer?
Yeah, Sing Sauer
in New Hampshire.
Okay.
One of the biggest gun manufacturers.
All right. I can do that.
Yeah, Sauer. Yeah. I didn't understand the first you said. Yes.
All right. I'll do that. And then Dave, I have a couple contacts I'm going to reach out to for sponsorship to work as an agency as well right after this. So I'm hoping to get someone we can talk with. And then we got UConn. Great. We got UConn next Thursday, so that'll be fun.
I just want to look this up while we. Okay, look. How about this? Okay, you ready? Gun manufacturers. Smith and Wesson, dude. Springfield, Mass.
You really? Okay. All right, I'll try that.
What's the one?
I'll go online and contact them. I have your deck and everything. I think that, yeah.
Sig Sauer, Newington, New Hampshire.
Okay.
Colt, I don't know. Colts, Colts Manufacturing Company. I don't know if that's Colts actual. They're in Connecticut.
All right.
But 6 Hour and Smith and Wesson might be a good one to start at.
Yeah, I'll do that for sure. I got to get.
And let's ask this question before I let you go, Steve. Why are 6 Sauer and
Smith and
Wesson originally based in New England?
Because
I don't have the slightest idea.
Why, Tyler?
New England invented America.
That's correct. That is correct.
Yeah.
I can't believe you didn't know that.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
That's the irony of the whole thing of New England being so liberal, I think.
I'm going to go smoke crack right now. Thanks. All right.
See, that's why Tyler is our political consultant.
Yes. Tyler, if you're available, I'll send you the link. You're welcome to come on. Oh, God.
Steve, I'm going to send you links to a couple too.
Okay. Yeah, and I'll get on that.
Maybe Dana White will sponsor us.
This has been another stellar Husky Huddle, and we will have a preview of the UMass game at some point this week. We'll let you know when. And Moneyline and Rebel Republic, get ready for tonight because it's going to be a war. And for Tyler King, all he does, he trains, he teaches class, and then he goes out and he beats that ass all day long, all night long. And for the coach, David Schuman, smash that subscribe button. He's the next big influencer. Dave Schuman's Sports and Entertainment YouTube channel. Go on there and subscribe. We are the next big thing. If you want to be part of it, you want to be part of the revolution, or you don't. You want to join us? You're either with us or you're against us. Hit that subscribe button for Dave Schuman. And I, Steve Cully, I am the best podcast host in the universe. Remember, when life gives you lemons, don't make lemonade. Take 2 oranges and throw them back at life.